scoring.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
That one goes in.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Thompson outside. Pass to Green. Thompson, a screen on Conley. Back to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
It's hard to know what Green is going to do in these sets. He uses that unpredictability pretty much to his advantage there.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Gobert, the pass to Edwards. Inside, here's Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind. Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Green, and he banks in the layup. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Little turnaround. That misses off the backboard.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been the driving force for the Houston Rockets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Billingham is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Garza in at the 5, home in the paint. Now here's Green. They really needed more from him in that loss to Golden State.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves.
Number 5.
Outside, Green. Screen by Smith. And the wide open shot from Green. Garza pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Edwards. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Edwards got 16.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let it.
No one near Shepard as he lets it go. The three-pointer no good. Minnesota shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Edwards, that's good.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Green with the ball. He's got 5. And it's Green with the jam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Outside, Edwards. Unloads from 13. Off the left rim and out.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Wasted no time on that one. Tate's only got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. Timberwolves trail by 6. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And that one, good. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention, carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
So it's Minnesota now. The Rockets making the shot. Puts it up. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now 24 points for Anthony Edwards. Here's Shepard. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So for the Rockets, Şengün's checked in for Jabari Smith. Thompson comes in for Tate. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Drains the three-pointer.
The ever-evolving game of Şengün adding the three-point stroke. That makes him so much tougher to guard.
Here's Edwards. Strong move inside by Edwards.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Pass to Green from downtown. Doesn't go for him.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Here's Edwards. Edwards with a tough shot.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
From deep, Green. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Got that one up quick. And now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
The Timberwolves shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defender.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Rockets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted. I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Good. The Timberwolves trail. Outside, Edwards. Kept alive, Minnesota. Miller, the pass to Shannon. And stolen by Thompson. They kick it out to Green. And stolen by Miller. Outside, Edwards. Edwards gets it done inside.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
There's 25 seconds left here in the second. Here's VanVleet. Miller grabs the miss.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Edwards. And the basket is good. Edwards got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And a deep three from Van Vliet. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves ahead as they end the second quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
I know we're always impartial, but are either of you guys pulling for a favorite here?
Well, as long as someone wins.
Now, as we look at the first half, the Rockets find themselves in a close ballgame.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops. And that concludes.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Dylan Brooks out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first. Overall, Anthony has a special ability to score.
Van Vliet passes to Thompson. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Reed. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Reed's got his first 2 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
It's Thompson off the drive, and Thompson throws it down.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Rockets trail by 7. Pass to Green. Over Edwards. Green, no luck.
And they continue to control the glass.
Conley finds Edwards. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. It's rebounded by Houston. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Thompson outside to the middle. And Şengün throws it down.
Love seeing Şengün go up strong, leaving no room for error with that finish.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
A rebound by the Timberwolves.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. So Edwards will go to the free throw line.
First team foul.
And Van Vliet picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Free throw good, Edwards.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Van Vliet finds Thompson. He can't get that one to fall.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Here's Edwards, and he uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got 45 points.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
On the wing, Thompson. 10 points for him.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's Edwards. Edwards at the rim.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Rockets trail by 10. Outside, Green. Brooks with no one around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Brooks has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. You talk about reputations, RJ. Few have one like Dylan Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dylan is trying to get in their head. You want guys like that on your side.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Here's Van Vliet. Outside, Green. Pass to Brooks. There's Van Vliet. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. Van Vliet's got his third basket of the night.
And for Van Vliet, most of his shot attempts come from beyond the arc.
Edwards, yet another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Houston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Offensive rebound. Şengün with the bucket.
Paying attention out there. Şengün able to insert himself and save that play.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Jabari Smith is jacked in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Dillingham. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Brooks with the bounce pass. Thompson with the bucket.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Here's Dillingham. And the slam dunk by Dillingham.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And the comfort level that Şengün has around the basket is as high as it gets in this league.
Here's Dillingham. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Dillingham's got 6 here in this quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
35 seconds left in the third. Brooks misses.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
He takes it in. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Timberwolves leading by 8.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Green taking his time here. Takes a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Green's got 12.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dillingham. And it's Minot in at the 4th.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Here's Garza. Drops it in from 14 feet away. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And here is Van Vliet. In the corner, Smith with it. And a miss there on the triple. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Minnesota making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort. We'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Şengün throws it down.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Pass to Minot. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Eason against Edwards. And the shot is good. Edwards got 53.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Van Vliet passes to Smith. Nails the baby hook.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Edwards. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trail by 5. From 13, and Houston again with the bucket.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Whitmore. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Edwards.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And the shot goes in. Edwards got 57 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Houston making some changes. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Smith. Thompson comes in for Tari Eason. And it's Green in for Cam Whitmore. Green in the post. Edwards defending. And it's Green missing. Edwards inside. He's against Green. And again, it's Anthony Edwards.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
The Rockets with another miss. Minnesota leading by 9. At the crossover, another one goes. Incredible.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Van Vliet attacking. That bucket in no time at all. Van Vliet's got 4 points this quarter.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Here's Edwards. Another bucket. Wow.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. Here's Edwards. And the shot goes down. Edwards got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Let me tell you this, if you got a vertical leap of 40 inches like Green, you're just going to be able to glide to the rim like that.
And stolen by Şengün. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. Thompson misses. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Edwards. It's rebounded by Houston. Green with the ball. Conley picks him up. The shot's good. Green's got it back down to within single digits for Houston.
The nice handle move there by...
Here's Van Vliet. Off the inbound, no good. Minnesota with the ball. Gobert down low. He's covered by Thompson. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Timberwolves.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He's a tough matchup inside. Şengün can body you, or he can finesse you.
At the line for Houston, Alperen Şengün. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. That one is no good. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Dillingham with the bucket. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap